guys, Sandra here, and I'm just about to make my supper. And what I'm making comes from this book, Forks Over Knives, the cookbook. And I am making their corn chowder. This is the best corn chowder I've found so far. I really like it. So here's the major ingredients. I'll just show you. So, corn, of course. We have some onions and garlic. Have some tomatoes here. And some peppers. And just for interest's sake, with the peppers, these are apparently male because they have 3 bumps instead of 4. If they had 4 bumps, they would be female. Now I did find on a website where it says that's just wives' tale, but then there's websites like this that explain the difference. The female ones, the 4 bumps, being sweeter and better for eating just plain raw, and the 3 bumps being male and being better for cooking with. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and chop these all up, and we'll be back in a minute. One of the peppers wasn't good, so I'm going to use this one instead. Okay, so I've got everything cut up now. That's the tomatoes. Corn doesn't need cutting. The peppers. Forgot to tell you about the potatoes, but of course there's potatoes in it. And all the onions. And the garlic I will crush as I use it. And this recipe calls for 6 cups of vegetable broth. So I'll just show you what I use. I use this Go Bio no salt added vegetable bouillon, and each cube, each one of these is supposed to work in 3 cups of water. My recipe calls for 6, but I like to use less because there is still sodium in here, so I just use 1. I use basically half usually. So go ahead and plop that in there. Okay, so the first thing it calls for is sauteing the onions and the peppers for 10 minutes. So I'll go ahead and put those in. Put that on. And it says just to add a tablespoon or 2 of water, just to keep it from sticking as you go. Okay, so this is the onions and peppers cooked. And I've added some garlic here, crushed garlic. Just gonna throw in the corn. And then I'll let that cook for another 5 minutes. Okay, we're back. That's had its 5 minutes. And now to add everything else. So I'm going to add in the tomatoes. And it is smelling very, very good. So that's the tomatoes, the potatoes. The vegetable stock. And It calls for fresh basil, but I don't have any, so I'm using dried, and I'm going to put that right in now rather than waiting so that it can gel. And now we have to get it boiling so that we can reduce it and simmer it. Alright guys, so it's had its 25 minutes of cooking, and the last part is just to blend up half of it. So I'm going to use my immersion blender and just blend that up. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so to go with my soup, I'm having this couple slices of this sourdough bread by Stone Mill. And if I want a couple more or a few more after that, I'll shift over to the Ezekiel low sodium. That way I'm not getting a ton of sodium. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.